On the occasion of the National Feast of Our Lady of Victories, we Maltese bishops, myself, Bishop Greg, and the Auxiliary Bishop of Malta, Monsignor Joe Gagliacormi, have issued a pastoral letter on the question of housing. We have a short introduction with teaching from Pope Francis and then 5 appeals to 5 different categories of people. The teaching of Pope Francis, in a few simple words, concentrates on the concept of an integral human ecology. And the Pope teaches in Laudato Si, a document from 2015, that having proper housing is an essential part of the human experience and of human ecology. The first appeal we bishops make is for all Maltese society. The issue of housing, which in certain cases is an emergency issue, is an issue that needs to be confronted and approached by all of us together, and we need to witness to national unity in trying to tackle situations where people are finding it very difficult to find affordable housing, that is, housing that they can rent or buy. The second appeal is to our politicians. Our appeal is that they unite in a common front, using their responsibility, their role in society to have policies, laws, regulations that tackle the emergency situations that we are facing in housing. The third appeal is for landowners and developers. We understand that people have the right to use capital and property to create wealth, which is very important, but we also appeal to people who are working on the capital to show restraint when it comes to the blind economic laws of demand and supply. That is, there are principles of equity, justice, solidarity, and compassion which also need to be factored in if we need to have the social conscience that we Christians are known for. And of course, we don't need really to forget that there will be a judge who will ask us, you know, have you used your property well? And we say, what does it profit a man if at the end, when he is judged, the Lord will tell him, I was in your property giving you a just rent, but you put me on the streets because you wanted to make more and more money. The next appeal, the fourth appeal, is for people who are actually in rented property. And we appeal to these people to pay their rents, to take care of the property they are in, to pay the utilities bills, and also to be fair when they have to leave and not be vindictive, creating unnecessary damage to the property. We also invite people to be responsible when applying for social housing in order to make social housing available for people who really, really need it. A very important appeal, we think, the fifth one, is for the ecclesia community. We mentioned parishes and religious orders who are already doing their best to offer property available for housing emergencies, for night shelters, for student hostels, for people in need. Caritas Malta, together with government and the private sector, has initiatives like Dar Papa Francisco, Dar Maria Dolores, for people who don't have where to sleep at night. And Caritas is also doing other important aspects. And the Dar l'Emigrante, the Migrants Commission, is offering accommodation for 400 migrants as we speak. These are all very important initiatives that need to continue as we try to offer a solution for housing emergencies as they arise. The conclusion of this pastoral letter is to ask the intercession of Our Lady so that she intercedes for Maltese society, that we may never forget our Christian tradition, our strong witness throughout the centuries, and our social conscience.